Hey everybody, welcome back to Marvel Champions Monthly. We're in the last deck of our Deck Talls building series, and today we're going to be building Spider-Man Protection using the new protection cards from Miss Marvel's pack. So we will get kicked off here. I'm going to grab my basic and my protection cards down. And we'll go through which protection cards we're going to include and why first. So we're going to include 2 Power Protection, which wasn't very good before Miss Marvel's pack came, but it's pretty good now. And some of the reasons why, we are going to grab 3 copies of Energy Barrier. Those all cost 2 and are in the protection aspect. We're also going to grab from the core set 3 copies of Indomitable, just because Spider-Man wants to defend, but he wants to ready and deal damage too. 1 copy of Armored Vest, because we're building for solo, but in multiplayer you might include more. We're going to include the core set allies, Black Widow and Luke Cage. Luke Cage is going to soak up an attack for us and then thwart for 5, which sounds great. And Black Widow will hopefully cancel encounter cards, but possibly just thwart for 4. So that's all our upgrades and our protection allies. We're going to include 1 copy of Med Team, because we're going to be defending a lot. We might need to heal. And we're going to include 3 copies of Tackle, one of the new events, and 3 copies of Preemptive Strike. So I think those are our protection cards. Let's group those guys up. That is 18 cards to go into our Spider-Man deck, which starts with the Black Cat. And then for basic cards, we'll include Mockingbird. We will include an Avengers Mansion and a Helicarrier. And I think our 3 double resources. We'll see how many cards that puts us to. That puts us to 39. Am I missing something? Oh, an Endurance. We should take an Endurance. I like taking Nick Fury too, but Endurance is just really good for characters that want to defend. So there we go. We're up to 40 cards. The goal of our deck is going to be defend a lot, reflect damage with Energy Barrier, reflect damage with Preemptive Strike, prevent them from attacking as much as we can with a ton of stuns, and stall out until our spinning web kicks win the day. So we will fight against the Rhino to start with. And we'll put the Electro side scheme in, and we're going to play on Expert mode. So let's search for our friend Breakin' and Taken right away. One of the weaknesses of this deck, it doesn't have a ton of threat control. So this Breakin' and Taken is going to prove to be really annoying is my guess. And away we go. So let's choose a color and draw our 6 cards. Alright, so we have an Enhanced Spider Sense, not super good early on, so we're going to pitch that. Web shooters are always great. Everything else in here is great. We're going to pitch a Mockingbird just to get things going a little bit faster. Just try to damage him a lot right away. So, on our turn, we will play web shooters for free with Peter's ability. I should probably move my token counter bags down here because we're going to be using a lot of tokens. A ton of stunned. A medium amount of tough, and what are we missing? What are we missing? Resources. Alright, so we got this guy out. We're going to flip to hero form. We'll spend one of those resources to play another copy of Web Shooters. We'll spend that resource and Black Widow to play an Energy Barrier. And with that, we'll call it a day. We're going to draw 3 cards. We're not going to discard any of this because it's all good. We should thwart before we do that, obviously. It's going to take us 3 turns to thwart away Breakin' and Taken. That's a real pain. So he gains a threat. Let's make sure we shuffle this guy up. Our first thing is, oh, cool, an Expert Mode card. So we get a Hydra Mercenary. What am I doing? He needs to attack us with this. So I guess we would have defended, right? That would only make sense. And we have a really good use of Preemptive Strike, so we'll use it. That'll reflect 3 back at Rhino, and we'll take none. So there's a good use for Preemptive Strike right away. Now we draw an encounter card. It's Hydra Mercenary. And we get a second hazard card because Breaking and Taken. Oh, dang it. It's Stampede. How annoying. We draw a card every time he attacks us, so I'm going to draw my 2 cards because that would make sense. Alright. So he's swinging for 3. We have no defense. 4 and discard 3 cards from the encounter deck. I would like to see some schemes get discarded, but that did not happen. So we could reflect 1 at him. Can reflect 2 at him. Well, I mean, we should reflect all that we can and take less damage. So we'll reflect 1 with Energy Barrier. We won't worry about the preemptive strike. We'll take 3. We need a life counter here. I was almost set up. So we're going up to 7 only. And we get a stunned. Typical. And we got a Hydra Mercenary Punk to deal with. So that's our go. Gosh, being stunned sucks. Let's pay 1, 2, 3 for a helicarrier. We'll pay 1 and reduce by 1 to play a black cat. She'll ping this little dude for 1. We're ready, everybody. And draw our 5. So he's going to get a threat. He's going to attack us for 3 plus something. We will defend. So we draw a card. And he's attacking us for just 3. We'll reflect 1 onto the mercenary with Energy Barrier. That doesn't actually exhaust. So then we're taking 2. We get 2 hazard cards. The first pumps up Rhino's attack. The second makes us discard an upgrade or support we control. So let's get rid of this guy right there. And it's our go. Let's see here. Webbed Up is looking really attractive right now. Let's have Black Cat take out this thing for us just to get it out of the way. I think we'll play Webbed Up. And we'll use these resources. No, we don't need to use that one. These resources to play another Energy Barrier. Do I want to flip? Do I want to flip? Not really, but kind of. Just clean up our play area a little bit here. This is our discard pile. This is our draw deck. So we've got resource generators, we've got damage dealers and damage mitigators. We're going to not flip. We need to remove threat before we can do that. Drawing 4. So he's going to gain a threat. He's not going to attack us, and he's going to become stunned. And we'll get 2 encounter cards. The first one is discard 7 cards looking for Electro. We found him right away. We still discard all 7. So there's 12 left, and both advances are in there, so that's nasty. And another dude. Oh gosh, this is like Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery. And we're still stinking stunned. So after Electro attacks, you just go from the card deck, take indirect damage. That sucks. He's got 6. This guy's got toughness in that. Okay, cool. But Rhino's still stunned, so that's good. Let's clear stunned. Pay 1, 2, 3 for swinging web kick to kill Electro. And we will pay 1 for an Indomitable. And ready, everybody, and draw. You can hit tough away, so that's good. Drawing 4. Bad guy gains a threat. He discards stunned. This guy's going to swing at us for 3. We will backflip out of it, I think. And then counter cards. All right, more Spider-Man stuff. Just what we always wanted. So that's the first one. This comes in with 2 on it. Oh gosh, I don't even know if that was what was in my hand. I don't think it was. I think my hand just disappeared. That's really annoying. 18 plus 12 is 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My hand phantomly disappeared through the table. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So, oops, sorry. This guy's taking a random one. And Vulture, wherever that bad boy is, will quick strike us for 3. We will reflect 2 of it right back at him, and we'll just take 1. Discarding this energy barrier. Gosh, I think we already defended against Sandman because we didn't take that 3. Oh, no, he backflipped Sandman. Okay. And the villain schemes. Cool. So he's probably going to threat out here for 1. No, just 1. Okay. Argo. That was horrible. Yeah. Let's have... My gosh, I need to hit Vulture for 2. So let's get him out of there. I really need to take care of these side schemes. I actually don't even know if I can hit Vulture for 2 because I'm so in trouble with the side scheme. I don't think I can. We need to thwart and thwart just to live. Put a card back into our hand. We can pay 1, 2, 3 for a swinging web kick, killing Sandman. And then we can pay for another Indomitable, so we're ready for this triple onslaught that's about to occur. Drawing 5 cards. Bad guy gets a threat. Rhino's going to attack us. We will defend. And he's going to attack us for 6. So we currently take 3. We'll make it only 2. And we'll reflect 1 of those onto Vulture. And then Vulture will use Indomitable to ready. Vulture will attack us. We will defend, but still reflect. Oh, we wouldn't take any damage then. That sucks. So we can't reflect anything onto him. 2 encounter cards. The villain schemes we lose. Okay. That was fun. Let's do it again. that was brutal, is what the answer is. Pulling all our Vulture garbage out. We don't want to see him again, especially in the same turn as Sandman. That's kind of not ideal. And we'll make less play mistakes this time. That might help us too. Still got 40 cards in our deck. It's always good. This guy's go back up to 15, 0, and 3 threat. All right, drawn 6 cards. You need to go in here. There's a random Vulture card in there. If we draw it, we're just going to move it over here. Drawing 6. Nope, drew way more than 6. My bad, guys. Okay. Now we only drew 6. Spider Tracer, not super effective because we know there's not a ton of minions. Backflip will let us flip right away. Webbed up, it gives us a great start, but it's real slow. I actually think we discard Webbed Up, we discard Spider Sense, and we draw 3. Okay, so it's our go. We're going to generate a resource, pay 1 for Energy Barrier. We'll flip and pay 1, 2, 3 for a tackle. So that'll deal 1, 2, 3 and stun him, which is just goodness. Spider-Man will thwart for 1, and we'll keep swinging Web Kick and draw 4. I said 5, but it should have been 4. All right. Everything's readied up. He's going to get a threat. He's not going to attack us because stun, but we have 2 encounter cards to deal with. So the first will force us to flip and get rid of it. The second will force the villain to scheme for 1, 2, 3. That's really bad for us. But we'll survive. Let's create a web shooters with Peter's ability. We'll flip. We'll pay 1. Oh gosh. 2 for Black Cat, who will thwart the side scheme. So we really got to get rid of that thing. And that's going to be it. Drawn 4. Villain's going to gain a threat. He's going to attack us. We will not defend, but we'll draw a card from Spider-Man. He's attacking for 4, which we will backflip out of. We get 2 hazard cards. The first one, discard 1 per player cards in your deck. Okay. It's going to heal Rhino 1. Not so big of a deal. Let's group up this nasty clumpage. And a charge. Cool. So we're going to take a ton next turn. That's good to know. Well, we have Luke Cage, so that's kind of ideal for that situation. So let's make it work. Let's make it happen, Captain. Or we could tackle him and stun him for a turn. But we don't have any physical resources. Oh, we got this. We got lots of choices. Okay. Let's tackle him for 1, 2, 3. So that'll deal 3 and stun him. We'll have Spider-Man get rid of that guy. I'll have Black Cat hit for 1. And I'm going to get rid of Swaggy Web Kick and draw 4. So he's going to gain a threat. He's stunned. We get 1 encounter card. It's not advanced, so that's really nice. And it's our go. So we don't have another stun in our hand. We're probably going to have to play Luke Cage. We could also get some other stuff out, but we need to thwart with Spider-Man. So let's thwart 1. Let's hit this guy for 1 with Black Cat. Pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Luke Cage with a tough. Any of those that I want to keep, actually? Probably Aunt May. Hey, you know what? Let's not keep Aunt May. Let's just keep our resources. And that's that. So he'll gain a threat. We need 5 cards in hand. He will charge at Luke Cage for a ton, 9 it looks like, which will just get soaked up by tough, so that's great. This Hydra Mercenary will hit us for 1. We draw a card when he attacks because he initiated it against us, and our encounter card is looking for Electro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, 7. Crap. And there was no Electro in there, and now we know it's coming next. So he schemes and kills us. Cool. Feels great. So this lack of threat control is really making me upset with protection. It's the one thing they really didn't gain for the Miss Marvel pack. There's not a ton of threat control. There's those stunned tokens, as you guys can see, from Tackle, which are great. They do great things, but at some point, you just need to be able to remove threat. And currently, protection doesn't have a lot of that. Makes it really hard when the villain draws 2 advances within 3 turns. It's just life sometimes. So, drawing 6, shuffling here. We got Black Widow. She is going to be our threat machine, so we are going to get rid of nothing. We will pay 2 for energy barrier. Start building up our reflections. Going to pay 3 for Black Widow. We'll pay 2 to keep that tackle. We'll flip. We need break it and take it out here. Where are you, bro? You're only coming out to get removed because we're going to thwart you twice and get you out of there. So that's like really the key. You got to get rid of that break it and take it in turn 1. So now he gets 1 threat. He attacks us. We defend and draw a card. So he's attacking for 3. We take nothing. We get 1 encounter card. It's a stew with toughness that we can totally handle, and we can use him to remove threat later, so that's even better. So that's our go. We will play a web shooters. Play a spider tracer. And play a black cat. She'll ping tough off this guy. Readying everybody. Drawing 5 cards. He's going to get a threat. He's going to swing at us for 3 plus something. We'll block and draw 1. We won't block, sorry. We have backflip. So he's swinging for 4. We'll backflip out of that. This guy's going to swing at us for 3. That's where we'll block. And then our encounter card is another dude with guard. Cool. Our favorite. Yeah. Let's spend a resource here and our double resource to create a helicarrier. And let's pay 1, 2, 3 for killing Sandman. Triggering Spider Tracer to empty that. Black Cat will hit Rhino for 1. No. Hit this Hydra Mercenary for 1. And that's it. We should have 1 more on our spider thing that disappeared. Sometimes I love Tabletop Simulator, and sometimes I'm just like, WTF is going on, mates? Alright, when we draw our second spider web shooter thing, we'll put it there, but that's where it exists. Drawn 5. We're sitting in hero form. This is our threat control, is sitting in hero form. So he's going to gain 1. He's going to swing at us, and we will not defend because we have backflip. So swinging for 5. We draw 1. We'll backflip out of it, and he'll discard 3 cards for Electro. Are both advances in there? No advances are in there. That sucks. This little dude will hit us for 1. That's fine. And he's going to attack us again. For 3. This time we will defend. So we just take 1. And he initiated an attack against us. And it's our go. So let's use this resource and Helicarrier and 2 more resources to play an Avengers Mansion, which we'll use to draw a card. None of those are physical. That sucks. Black Cat will hit this guy for 1. We'll pay for Aunt May. And we'll chill. So we've used our web resource for whenever we draw that. Bad guy's turn. He's going to get a threat. He's going to attack us. We are going to defend right away. Drawing a card, and he's swinging for 3, 4, 5, so we take 2. 3 because the little dude. That guy, we need a copy of him in our discard pile. 13, 24, plus 5 is 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. We're missing a bunch of cards again. Let's think here. 6, 23, 34, 6. Okay, so we're good. Forgot about my hand. Those are the 6 cards we're missing. All right, so he attacked us. This little guy attacked us. We get a hazard card. He attacks us again. Ugh. I don't really want to have Black Widow block, but I need to. So he's hitting her for a ton. She's dead, dead, dead. It's our turn still. Let's draw a card. Let's have Black Kick kill this chump. Let's play Web Shooters. Let's pay 1-2 for another energy barrier. And we'll play 1 for an endurance. No. Use Helicarrier for an endurance. And we'll ready up. So we got crazy stuff out there. He's going to gain a threat. He's going to attack us. We'll draw a card. We won't block. He's swinging for 3, and we'll reflect 2 of it with these energy barriers. So we take 1, he takes 2, and we drew a card. I'd call that pretty successful. He heals. Good thing we did damage to him. And it's our go. Let's do some stuff, huh? Reducing the cost by 1. Drawing a card. Let's pay 1-2 Trace for a tackle. So we'll hit this guy for 3 and stun him. So at this point he's stunned, so I can get rid of you for that. Black Cat will hit for 1, Wolf Thwart for 1. Going real slow here with our damage. And drawing 3, so we don't deck out yet. So he'll go to 3, he doesn't attack us, he's stunned. Our encounter card is he gains tough. Tough luck. Gosh, gee willikers. Let's play a 3rd energy barrier. This is what Spider-Man loves. Attack for 1, thwart for 1. Draw a card. That gives us our extra encounter card. Reduce the price by 1. Nope. Pay 1, 2, 3 for a webbed up. And he actually didn't take 1, and he just lost tough for one of those ones. That's Itterdoony. Drawing 5 cards. He'll get a threat. He won't attack us because webbed up, but he will become stunned. And we have 2 encounter cards to deal with. So the first is a horn. The second is Power Drain. Discard 2 cards in the encounter deck. So there are 2 boost icons. So discard 1 resource of any type. Let's get rid of Web Shooters and Med Team. And this thing needs 2 threat. That's a problem. We don't have a way to deal with that right now. But that was the bad guy's whole turn. So not so bad. We'll draw a card. We will not waste anything that has stunned on it. Let's thwart and thwart. That's awkward, but it gets rid of this acceleration guy, which we kind of needed to do. Let's pay 1, 2, 3 for a swinging web kick for 8. And we'll ready up. Guess we can reduce the cost. Keep a tackle in hand. That seems good. Alright, so everybody's ready. He gets a threat. We need to draw our cards. He attacks us. No, he's stunned. He doesn't do nothing. Our encounter card is this Vulture card that we were going to put over here. Our encounter card is discard 2 cards in the card deck. Okay, that sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 indirect damage. Brutal. I guess that all goes on Spider-Man, and we're flipping soon. That sucks. Blurg. Draw a card. Let's remove a threat. Let's pay 1, 2, 3, 4 for the whipped up. He's never going to attack ever, 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 ever. Let's pay 1, 2, 3 for a tackle and stunned. So he goes 1, 2, 3. He becomes stunned and tough. We become stunned. And he goes to the next phase, putting him up to 16. We're going to ready everybody. Do I feel safe flipping? Not really, so we're not going to flip. How many Electro cards are left in there? We got rid of Electro. There's one more Electro card that could possibly come out. But we're going to need to flip next turn, so this threat needs to get under control here. He's going to gain a threat. He's going to discard Stunned. And our encounter card is a charge. Cool. So he's going to hit for like 1,000,000 on his next attack. Let's draw a card. That's a good thing to have right now. Gosh, I guess we pay 1, 2, 3. We ping off tough. Clear our attack and then pay 3 for I guess we didn't pay with a fist, so that sucks. All it's going to do is stun him. Let's discard the tackle and play Indomitable and draw back up. All right, he gets a threat. He discards Stunned. Our encounter card is Shadows of the Past. Here's some Vulture cards go. So we need to get rid of a random card in hand and deal with the Vulture. Our hand did not disappear like we thought last time. Don't be backflip. Is not backflips. That's nice. This is going to come out with 3 threat. We got to just punch him dead. This guy's going to hit us, and we are going to backflip out of it. So it is our go now. Actually, let's not even backflip out of it. Let's go pew, pew, pew. 1, 2, 3. Feels good, right? Gosh, that was cool. Let's draw a card. Reduce the cost. Pay with one of these. So, Swinging Web Kick costs us Van for 8. And Spider-Man can finish it off. Boom, boom. Defeated Expert Rhino with the Electro Scheme. Took 2 tries. Mainly because, or maybe 3 tries. I can't even remember now because of threat control. But this concludes our December/January, when you're probably watching this, deck building series. So, happy holidays. Hope you guys enjoyed these 7 decks. They're all up on Marvel CDB and on Kennedy Hawk's YouTube channel, but we will probably talk about some of these during our next podcast episode. So if you haven't checked us out, check us out on Podbean, Marvel Champions Monthly, or iTunes podcast app, or any podcast platform, really. We appreciate all the listens and feedback you guys give us. Have great holidays, and keep enjoying Marvel Champions.